nananawagan kami kung pwede po ay yung media sa ngayon. Wala po kami nakikitang media na parang hindi namin feel na kasama kami sa Pilipinas ngayon. Maraming mga tao yung takot na takot ngayon dahil hindi kami sanay sa ganitong sitwasyon. Sana nananawagan po ako sa mga MILF, MNLF, yung mga matatapang na rebelde. Sinusuportahan ko pa naman yung mga MNLF. Sana po dito natin makita kung talagang karapat-dapat kayo na maging na mabigyan ng posisyon sa BTC o yung sinasabi niyong Bangsamoro Transitional Commission. Kayo yung mga pinili ng presidente na karapat na mga leaders. So sa ngayon, dito po natin makikita or dito po natin masusubukan yung kakayanan yung mag-negotiate. Pakiusap po namin sa mga sundalo, please lang po minimize po natin yung pagbubomba. Wag po yung ganon. Naintindihan namin na yung lugar namin is under attack sa ngayon. So, may maging in between kasi takot na takot po yung mga tao doon sa ngayon. Marami kaming relatives. Isa po ako, galing po ako doon ako lumaki. Alam ko yung lugar, palaging walang ilaw, walang gumagapang yung internet connection, walang makapag-live doon kahit isa kasi hindi kaya ng connection. So nananawagan po ako. Nananawagan po kami kasi yung best friend ko po nagtatrabaho sa isang hospital na sa ngayon is occupied by the ISIS. Tsaka yung isang malapit na eskwelahan. Sa ngayon, hindi po namin sila makontak. Yung balita nga doon bukas, kasi nag-pull out na yung mga kasundaluhan. Bukas, mas maraming barel na maririnig tsaka bomba. Pakiusap lang po, wag muna sa ngayon yung mga sundalo. Kung pwede muna ipa-evacuate yung mga kababaihan tsaka yung mga bata. Wala po kasing ka-idea yung mga tao sa ngayon na takot yung mga taga doon sa amin, pati yung mga relatives namin. So, nananawagan po kami na sana huwag muna palakihin yung gulo or yung war sa ngayon. Pati kami natatakot kami sa mga ISIS kasi kami mismo ng mga Maranao, mga Muslim na Maranao, yung mga hostage ng mga ISIS. Sana maunawaan yung kuntusin kami ng Pilipinas. Tulungan yung lugar namin. 2 munisipyo na po yung nasira ng mga ISIS sa lugar namin. Sana hindi niyo hayaan na pati yung lugar namin masira. Kung may tutulong yung gobyerno, sana pa-evacuate na muna yung mga civilian sa amin before before ng reinforcement ng mga kasundaluhan. Sana po may tulong kayo. Sa ngayon po ay salukuyan na naririnig nila yung mga baril. Tsaka isang ospital na, tsaka isang paralan na yung na-occupy ng mga ISIS. Sana po matulungan nyo kami. Sa Marawi City po, Lanao del Sur, ARM. Yung mga leaders, yung mga Maranao na matatapang dyan, mga leaders, dito po masusubukan yung tapang nyo. Huwag po tayong magsisihan. Yung mga tao na may responsibility sa lugar natin. This is the challenge for you. Defend our city. Yun lang po.
The terror group mounted clashes with government troops in Marawi City. Here's what we know so far. Armed Forces Chief General Eduardo Año says 1 policeman was killed and 8 soldiers wounded so far. Año said it all started with police and military operations against Abu Sayyaf leader Isnilon Hapilon, who's in the city. The AFP chief said Maute groups in the outskirts only tried to help Hapilon. Marawi City Mayor Majul Gandamra is still holed up at City Hall. He's appealing for reinforcement. Roughly an hour ago, Gandamra told CNN Philippines lights have already gone out in Marawi. Eyewitnesses told us the Marawi City Jail and the Dansalan Junior College is on fire, and that the Maute group has left a May Pakpak Medical Center, but sporadic gunfires could still be heard. President Duterte is aware of the situation in Marawi City. National Security Advisor Hermogenes Esperon says the president has been briefed by Armed Forces Chief General Eduardo Año. Esperon is in Russia with Mr. Duterte. Esperon clarified the Marawi incident is a military-initiated operation against the Maute, adding that Año assured President Duterte that the military is on top of the situation.
We have increased the deployment of troops dahil yung points of engagement are in several places, but General Año assures that they are in full control of the situation.
President Duterte is currently on a 5-day official visit to Russia. We also have on the line Lieutenant Colonel Joar Herrera, spokesman of the 1st Infantry Division. He's on the ground right now. Good evening, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening po.
Sir, can you give us the latest? Ano ang bagong information sa inyo ngayon?
Ang ginagawa po natin ngayon ay continuous po yung security operations natin. We have secured vital installations right now. In fact, we have several reinforcements have already reached Marawi City. So, tuloy-tuloy po yung coordinations natin with local government units and the communities. So the military and the LGU are on the top of the situation.
Okay, so we're hearing also reports there are some people that have claimed that the Maute group are killing civilians, even teachers. Do you have any information on that?
We are also acting on reports of armed men, those occupying the hospitals and those killing civilians. Right now, wala po tayong report niyan, but we are currently coordinating dito sa ating mga LGU. In fact, meron po tayo yung interagency task force Lanao. Sila po yung grupo. This is a multi-sectoral group facilitating this effort to identify po yung mga reports po na ito. So right now, nakafocus po yung military operations natin doon sa high-value target.
Okay. Sir, kanina po may mga 3 separate fires ang na-report. Ano po ang sitwasyon ngayon? Kasi marami rin mga reports lumabas na even other buildings were on fire, including the cathedral.
Yes, kanina kasi, di ba, nag-launch tayo ng operations kaninang alas 2 so, to neutralize the HBT. Ito yung core group ng Maute. So, yung Maute group, nag-launch sila ng diversionary tactics para alinlangin yung government troops natin. But right now, ang ginagawa ng troops natin is they're already occupying vital installations and even yung mga exit points po, no? Yung mga military forces natin in coordination with the PNP. So yun po yung ginagawa natin ngayon para ma-contain po yung situation.
Okay. Sir, kanina po sabi nga we had a report that 1 policeman was confirmed dead and 8 soldiers were wounded. Ito pa po is this the latest? Do you have any can you confirm this information to us?
Yes, ma'am. Ito pa rin yung reports namin na nakukuha sa ground. Inaantay pa natin yung reports, no? Ongoing pa kasi yung security operations. In fact, yung mga reinforcement natin ay tumutulong po doon sa mga nasa frontline units natin right now. So, our casualty, as mentioned by General Año, is meron tayong 1 KIA, meron po tayong 8 wounded.
Okay. Sir, may pinapakita kaming pictures, no? And among them, earlier we saw these men in black, yung mga Maute group. Sa ngayon po, nandyan pa sila, sir, the armed men. What's the situation right now? Alam niyo ba kung nandyan pa rin sila around Marawi City?
Right now is ongoing pa rin yung focus operations namin doon sa HBT, yung high value target, no? Naka-cordon po tayo doon, continuous yung yung pag-conduct natin ng focus military operations. However, yung ibang forces natin ay nandun sa mga areas, no? Especially vital installations, yung mga matatao na lugar to secure the area. Wala na po tayo nakikita ng mga flag yan. In fact, yung mga pinakita po nila ay those are propaganda. Yung mga ibang pictures po doon ay mga old pictures na ginamit.
Okay.
So right now is we also asking the citizens to help us, no? Contain po natin yung mga misinformations, wag po tayo spread ng mga pictures po na hindi po nakakatulong dito sa situation sa Marawi.
Yes, exactly. That's why we're talking to you. Para nga maklear natin yung information na to. So, sir, these operations began because of the military operations to find the Abu Sayyaf leader, no, si Isnilon Hapilon. So, ano po ang sitwasyon dyan? Is he still in Marawi City?
Yeah, actually tuloy-tuloy yung operation natin. Itong hinahanap natin na high value target is nanggaling po ito sa mga concerned citizens and communities within the area. So, nung nalaman po namin yung report na yan, so we verified it. We confirm it na meron nga talaga. So, nag-launch tayo ng surgical operations to flush out and destroy the local terrorist group. At ito naman, ginawa nila is nag-conduct sila ng diversionary tactics targeting itong mga vital installations. So, yun po yung ginawa natin ngayon. We are doing our best. We are coordinating with the LGU and the communities to support us, especially in flushing out this remaining local terrorist group in Marawi City.
Sir, just to clarify, this HVT or high value target, yan po ba si Isnilon Hapilon? Is that who you're referring to?
Yes, ma'am. Ito po, ito yung report natin na nandun siya ngayon. No? And we are still validating it from our counterparts kasi nandun din yung core group ng HBT, no? Especially yung Maute group.
Okay.
So, ang ginagawa po nila is yung mga kasamahan nila nung napin down itong grupo na to. So, merong efforts yung kasamahan nila. Kaya umabot po ng more or less 50 ngayon yung kinonfront ng troops natin.
50 Maute members.
More or less 50, opo. More or less 50.
And in terms of our military, sir, ilan po naman nandyan? Because we know that reinforcements will be sent. How many in terms of the military?
Yes, we have enough troops. We have troops coming from different army units, no? Na nandito sila under the command of the 103rd Infantry Brigade.
Yes.
So, yes, ma'am. We have enough troops. The military is in control, of course, in cooperation with the LGU. And reinforcements po ay nandun na po sa mga exit points ng Marawi City.